Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. How are you?
Sure. Happy
Happy,
Friday.
happy Friday. My jacket is dirty. So I was like, no lab coat today.
Bright shirt is nice.
So how are you today, Jen?
I'm good. Good morning, everyone. I'm good.
Good.
I'm good.
Jen and I rushing
Yep.
this morning, trying to get work done, trying
Hope you
to
all had a wonderful
clean up
Mother's
and
Day
straighten
and
up
all
for the
that good stuff.
clients.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I did that this morning. Yesterday, so I could come in and not
Well,
have to
I
worry
had to
about it.
straighten up a little bit,
hmm
just to, get ready for today. But yeah,
So, what is our conversation for
we
today,
could go
Patricia?
freestyle if you like. There
Freestyle
you go.
Friday. Good morning, Michelangelo. Glad to see you back. Uh-huh. Well, it is. Wow. Next week is the last week of my daughter's school. So that means summer is right around the corner. So I think conversation was going to be about maybe two things. Obviously, how we're protecting our hair during the summertime, and then nutrition deficiency. A lot of us are not really paying attention to our bodies. I'm coming across a lot of people that may not always get blood work done. So you may not even know you have deficiencies that's actually causing your hair loss. So I thought we could talk about that. What are your takes on this?
Yes.
Because we go on to protect the styles, which in turn we're already going to put our hair in incubation of it already has a problem, and now I'm going to put it to rest. So I'll give it to
Yeah.
you.
So the conversation of talking to most clients or people who are asking me about hair loss, they're not taking their nutrients. They're not drinking enough collagen or probiotics or even multivitamins, and they don't
Mm-hmm.
realize that
Yep.
we're adults now. We're not doing what we was doing when we was kids. When we was kids, our bodies,
No.
our parents made sure that we made sure we took our vitamins. We was drinking milk. We was doing a lot of things that as kids. But as you become adults, you stop doing
For
those
sure.
things. So then you start having
Mm-hmm.
issues with all kinds of problems: high blood pressure, high cholesterol. We're not eating what we should eat, or we're not eating when we need to eat, or us hairstylists, we
Mm-hmm.
grab food when we can, So that was some of my problems, my issues
Mm-hmm.
of not eating on time,
Mm-hmm.
and then at the end of the day,
Right.
you hungry, those things that we have to make sure we doing, getting enough proteins in our bodies, um,
Mm-hmm.
going to the doctor. A lot of people don't take their physicals and or get blood work,
No.
like Jen said earlier to in the beginning of the subject. We need to take care of our bodies. We need to take care of our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Our life is a lot stressful than it used to be. We're worried about a lot of things. When COVID
Mm-hmm.
came around, that brought on a lot of stress. People don't know, they didn't know where we was going
Right.
or what was going on in life. So,
No.
um, first of all, we should visit our doctors and get blood work. And then we need to take care of
Right.
our bodies. We need to take our nutrients and collagens, and men think taking collagen is for women, but it actually is for women and men, because not only that it
Amen.
helps with
Yeah.
hair, skin, and nails, it helps with our bones as well. So yeah. So I was at
Exactly. Good
Herbalife
point.
yesterday, and a lot of people who asked me questions, they're they are taking their collagen and their probiotics in their tea. Shout outs to Epic Nutrition.
That's
You know,
awesome.
and it's great
Absolutely.
that people are
Yeah.
listening, you know.
Um, what I'm finding is there's always a disconnect. So clients are not connecting their hair loss issues with their health, with their again, lack of deficiency. To name just
Yeah.
two, because it's a whole lot of deficiencies that can create hair loss. So your B's, if you're deficient in your B, that can cause hair loss. If you're deficient in vitamin
Yes.
D, that can create major hair loss. So certain panels of blood work are not even recommended by your doctor because those are particular blood work that you have to request. So like myself, I go in every year for
Mm-hmm.
my blood work, but because I don't display tiredness and just or being weak, they never run my iron and my they never run my ferritin. I'm like, huh? Or my D, vitamin D, because vitamin D displays certain ailments because they say,
Good
oh,
morning,
hi,
everyone.
good morning. They say, oh, it costs us more to run those tests. So for you, you got to take more initiative to say, I'm having these particular issues. Are the tests you're currently running would display my levels of deficiency in my body to tell me if that's a part of why I'm losing my hair. So we have to take more of initiative. Obviously, us as trichologists that are trained to understand that, we make suggestions. We don't diagnose because we're not doctors, but we make suggestions because we visually see things that relate to those particular types of ailments. So I just wanted to put that out there because I'm coming across out of 100%, I would say
Yeah.
90%. I was like, what? For real? Oh, yeah. And then when you hit 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, that's a whole nother ball game because women,
Yes.
we go through
Yes.
menopause. That's shift of hormones, right? So if you're shifting in hormones and you got blood pressure issues, cholesterol issues, diabetes issues, I don't know. We all have so many different things that we might have. You're not relating those things with on top of
Yeah.
my hair is falling out. They all are connected because it's part of our body. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I know we talk about it all the time, but these are specific things that we ask because those are very important. Because if the root problem is affected, we could give you all our supplements, nutrients. We could give you the shampoos and conditioners. You could even get protein treatment and you're still going to have hair loss more than the normal, which is what? What is normal, Pat? What's normal? What's normal
Um,
setting? What, like size wise? Not this is
that,
this is not
that's not
this is
normal,
not
but
normal.
this is, yeah, or
Okay,
even
or even
this.
this, like a quarter size, right? So pay attention every time you comb out your hair. Is it this
Yeah.
much or is
Do
it this
you have
much?
a handful of
Now
hair in your
you're
hand?
losing
If you
density
have this
every
much
time.
hair
You're right.
coming out as you
Not normal.
shampoo or comb, that's too much. That's not
That's
normal.
not
If
normal.
you got
That is
like
not
this
normal.
or
And
this,
when you, yep,
that's normal.
yeah, that's normal. hmm Yeah, and also when you do a
Look at your
part,
part.
look at your part. If your part, let me get a rat tail comb. If your part is, this is
Yeah.
a rat tail
Yes.
comb. That's a normal part size. Now, if I go grab
If
this
you grab
comb
this
and
comb,
my part looks like this,
that's
means
that's not normal.
that's not normal.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to share little tips.
Even
Obviously,
this is normal.
calling it, that's is not that.
Somewhat.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
semi-normal.
The
That
metal
metal
tail is
tail for a
normal.
rat tail
But
comb
even if you
is
have
that's
like
normal.
this, but when you get to this, so when
That's
you
hair
part
loss
like
issues. Yeah,
here
911.
and
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it's wider than that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
then you
that.
have hair
You
loss
have hair loss
issues.
issues. Period. That's for women. Men, they'll see recession in the temple area from the frontal, and this is what we call
Mm-hmm.
occipital bone, which means when you say, how long you think I've been experiencing hair loss? For a man, if your hairline recedes all the
Yeah.
way to your occipital, that's more than 10 years. That's because we study and we see and we understand. So you can't pull the wool over our eyes and say, oh, no, about 2 years. You might
Yeah.
have a whole nother issue. If
Yeah.
you lost all that hair in 2 years, that's something else, right? So not being funny, but I'm just being honest. We study the common things when it comes to hair loss that's not common to you guys. So women in your early 30s, late 20s, having babies, losing hair, if you're still sick internally with something else, it's going to make your hair loss times 10 because you're dealing with unbalanced
Yeah.
hormones from having a baby. You're taking care of the baby, nourishing the baby. Then you got to come back down to what's normal. And sometimes we don't find normal till after we stop breastfeeding or until our cycle, our menstruation comes back. That's what would be considered normal for a
Yeah.
woman that's had a baby. But for us as women having babies, yes, if your part is wide, your hairline is receding, your density is going, you are suffering from some form of a deficiency on top of possible medical issues. So be aware and conscious of it because it's hard to get it back, but it's easier to deal with it
Mm-hmm.
like right on because we have things that can help subside the shedding and the hair loss while you're trying to figure out what's going on internally. It's a connection, everybody. Can't have one without the other. Unhealthy body, not so much healthy hair, not so much healthy skin, not so much healthy nails. So that's what I wanted to, that was my
Yeah.
point because I come across it all the time and they're not making the connections. Oh, well, I talked to my doctor. He said my blood work was normal.
Yeah.
Not on the
Not
hair
on the
side
hair side.
because
So,
your hair is
mhm.
connected to your body. It's
So
connected to your
like
body.
Jen said earlier, ask for additional blood work because they would not give it to you if you don't ask for it. So and another thing,
No.
guys, I know it's a lot of people notice that they're losing their hair. And the first thing they do is they go to a
Mm-hmm.
store and they
Yeah.
pick up products for hair loss. If you have a trichologist near or in your city, reach out to them. Um, that way they can scope your scalp and see what's going on. Or reach out to Jen and I. We can recommend some trichologists because we have a team of
Mm-hmm.
trichologists around the globe, even in Africa.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, we went to school with
Okay, even in
students
Africa. Yes.
that came all the way to the U.S. To take courses
Yeah.
from Africa. So
Yeah.
if you can't reach now, you can reach Jen and I because we have a consultation and a discovery call on our website. You can schedule that and reach out
We do.
to us, or
Yep.
like you could DM us and ask us questions about it, and we could recommend some things. Also, reach out to your
Yep.
dermatologist, and find
Right.
out what can be going on, or reach out to your primary doctor because it could be health wise. It could be some issues that's going on with your
Exactly.
thyroid or hormones or high blood
Right.
pressure, all of those good things. Well, I won't say good
All of those
things.
things.
They're
Yeah.
not
Well, they're
good
not
things,
good
but
things, but
so
health
there are
concerns.
things more
Yeah.
than topical. We deal with things that's health wise as well. And those women who
Yeah.
have low
And our
blood or is anemic,
dermatologist.
that's
Mhm.
why your hair is falling out. Yeah.
Huge red flag for
So
hair loss. Yeah.
you could put a few things
Yeah.
together. Not enough protein, iron
Mm-hmm.
deficient, and hormonal. And some people
Yeah.
have a cocktail of things that's going on with them. So that's why we ask you to reach out to your
Yeah.
doctors, or we can recommend some things for you as well.
Alopecia
It's
is
not a
not a
diagnosis.
diagnosis. Alopecia is just the medical term for hair loss, but that's not the diagnosis. So when you're texting and saying, I think I have alopecia, we will say, were you diagnosed with a specific alopecia? Because alopecia is not giving us enough to figure out the type of hair loss and to say, yes, our things probably will support, but now you might need to in conjunction with a dermatologist. You might need to be in conjunction
Yes.
with an endocrinologist. Whoever doesn't know what that is, that's a hormone doctor. So you got your regular doctor, you got your hormone doctor, you got your gynecologist.
Yes.
So those are all different departments, and each person will read levels differently based on the mild or severity of your situation. So I know we're throwing out a lot, y'all, and it's more than the average trichologist will tell you those things, because these are things that you have to call in for a consultation for us to even give you those really analyzing, because again, we don't diagnose, analyzing what you said, what you're experiencing, and a combination of everything, as Pat said, cocktails of things, and we'll say, you need to go see this person. Once they rule out what we thought we saw, now in conjunction of your on your medical treatment, H2grow has products that can work alongside with those things. Now, certain doctors aren't going to know it yet, because we're still putting ourselves out there for you to know. We have proven and tested products with clients that have had specific elements of what we're talking about and have had great success. So that's just, I feel full today, because I'm like, we have stuff to support you guys. Giving from just taking nutrients. I mean, there's some pictures
Yes.
that we're going to be posting on our Instagram that I had a client 6 months. She had a hole of hair gone. In 6 months of taking the nutrients, her hair filled back up. The integrity was better. She wasn't shedding as much. So yes, there's just nutrients, but you do need to care for the hair and the scalp. Shampoo, conditioners, leave-in, finishing products. Are we moisturizing our hair? Yeah, we got non-oily moisturizers and oil product moisturizers. We need them, everybody. It just depends on your hair type and curl fabric. If you're not familiar with fabric, that means, does my hair feel like wool, cotton, satin, or silk? That's how
Mm-hmm.
my hair absorbs products. So yes, we
Yes.
have products for all
And
of
you
that.
know, it's
So,
not just for the women, because Jen and I treat men as well. And they are happy with their
all the
results
time.
because they're not ready to cut it off or
Absolutely.
shave it off, because most men feel like, oh, I'll just shave it off or I'll just go bald. A lot of men aren't ready for
That's
that.
fine.
So
Not yet.
Jen and I have few male clients that are very happy with their results. So yes,
As young as early 20s, as old as
yes.
55
And
and up. So
most of theirs
yes,
starts with
absolutely.
genetics and stress. A lot of men are stressed. They're going to
Yeah.
school, they're working, they're trying to take care of their families,
Hmm.
and it's stressful, to do those things. So,
Yeah.
and then of course they're
Yeah.
genetically, receiving underlying,
It's
so
underlined in their mother or father. It's not,
no, it
oh,
could
if it's
be
on the mother's
both.
side, then it doesn't affect me. It could be both. It could be
Grandfather.
paternal, your great grandmother, grandfather, uncle, auntie, someone in the family. If you've noticed severe hair loss, that's a red flag for us to say, well, that sounds like you have it in your genes. And so, depending upon how far it goes, it might have taken a trauma scenario for those cells to activate and start triggering the hair loss. You're like, but my mom and dad aren't
Yeah.
bald, but your auntie bald. Not being funny. I'm not being funny, y'all. I'm being for real. So just keep those things in mind, because a lot of times we're not paying attention to our surroundings of what's happening to people. And then we look at ourselves and say, why is it happening to me? Then you got to actually, I had a client, I told her, just journal your day. Journal from I wake up in the morning to getting my kids together, or you may not have kids. you got several things going on, and you have no medium of reducing the stress. You're not meditating, you're not doing exercise, and you're not doing any of those things. So those things will affect your hair, your life, will affect your skin, your hair.
Yeah.
It affects everything. It just depends on which part is weaker, and that's where it's going to attack first. So, yeah. This was a great live. I like freestyling. We get a little
Yeah.
more deep into things. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And those who have not listened to it, we have a YouTube page that plays back what we spoke about. Like and subscribe. Tell someone else to reach out and listen to some things that we have to say, because maybe we might help you or someone else that you might know that's suffering from hair loss. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the hearts.
Yes.
It's coming from our heart. It's really, really not just about finances. With passion and valuing yourself, you make the money naturally because you're helping somebody with something that they need, right? And so that's kind of how I come across. So if I'm seeing something, I'm going to be candid. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on. If you're receptive to it, great. If you're not, I'll give you space to figure that out. There's no pressure. No one's selling anything to you that you don't want and that you don't need. So that's from us, Hair to Touch and Just Relax Salon. That ain't the type of business we in. Most people come to us because they respect and enjoy and know that the service is coming genuinely from the heart. So, yeah.
No, I
Any last words?
just want to take the time it's Memorial Weekend, take the time to let everyone to be safe and enjoy your weekend, and um, just be patient and stay consistent with your journey.
Yeah. And live life and enjoy. Don't sweat the small stuff. You're welcome. Thank you so much for listening. Reach out to us. Like we said, if there's a question that you want us to talk, like if there's a topic you want us to talk about, let's talk about it. We're here for it. So next month, we're celebrating our fathers, and our fathers that are not paternal fathers that take care of other people's kids like we're going to celebrate you guys, okay? We will have major sales happening. We already have some sales running now. Visit H2grow Inc.com. Again, as we said, we have a lot of different things that we've added there. And we're here on Instagram. I won't say every Friday, but you will see us. We will be on live. Friday is normally the day, but you will catch these recordings on YouTube if you are interested. So we do appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I'm wishing you guys a happy Memorial Day, a wonderful Friday, and an amazing weekend.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right. Have a good
Bye.
day, y'all.